Now joining us live from Grenada to talk about the election results, we have Mikey Hutchinson. He's the host of Mikey Live. Hello, Mikey, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Sohini, how are you?
I'm good. So tell me, is it any surprise that Dr. Keith Mitchell won the election or won all 15 seats in the parliament?
Well, I would not necessarily say it's a surprise because it was predicted by cadres, by Peter Wickham, for one, and two, he has done it before. So it was not necessarily a surprise. One would say, though, that the opposing party, the National Democratic Congress, did put up a really good fight. So from their camp, they were expecting to do better at the polls.
Of having no opposition in the parliament?
Having no opposition in the parliament, well, that's pretty technical. As you would have heard, the Prime Minister mentioned that although there would not be an official opposition, but there will be senators who will be placed at least to give their views on whatever they would have to. We have to also remember that there was a referendum recently that would have prevented this exact scenario. And the same Grenadians will have voted against that. So what it sought to do is to ensure that there was going to be an opposition, an official opposition, in the event that a particular party won all seats. But it was voted against. However, still, the Prime Minister and his team, in their power, is going to ensure that at least there are people who will be representing the views or opposing views within the parliament.
And let's talk about the National Democratic Congress for a second. I've heard it said that Nazim Burke appeared aloof and Grenadians could not relate to him. Do you agree with that assessment?
It is a fair assessment. Nazim Burke was not the leader of the party for a very long time. Now, he was a politician who was not seen much. And I think because of that, people are saying that he's not relatable. Not that they have had the experience, but because he has not presented himself much to them, they draw that conclusion. I was a student of law in my college years, and he was my instructor. And he is relatable. But I think access to him is what he needs to work on. He has tried to be more accessible in the past year or two, but probably that was not enough for Grenadians.
And so we heard that Dr. Mitchell called upon Nazim Burke to work with the government. But what can we expect from Prime Minister Mitchell during this new term?
Well, I believe based on the promises that he would have made and the manifesto of the party, that they are going to continue to work on healthcare. I believe that the new wing of the General Hospital will be opened soon. There have been attempts to train some of the nurses and so on to be better able to deal with the pregnant women. And we know that Grenada has had a major concern with regards to women who have died, pregnant women who have died after giving birth. We have had too many of these cases, and so Grenadians are concerned about that. In terms of infrastructural development, the Prime Minister has promised that they will continue to do more where that is concerned to ensure that there are more foreign investors coming into the island. And with the announcement of the discovery of oil and gas, we are expecting that Grenada and its economic situation will improve, given that the new prospects with the discovery of oil and gas.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. Thank you for chatting with us. We've been talking to Mikey Hutchinson of Mikey Live, a talk show host from Grenada.